Hi, welcome to another episode of What's Happening in Norm's Garage. At this occasion, it's What's Happening in Norm's office. And today I'm going to talk to you about planning your project before you actually launch into doing the project. And I'll show you some very simple tools that I use for that kind of thing. So, the first step in planning your project is going to be doing some sort of a drawing or a sketch. And now I use Microsoft Excel as my drawing software. It's readily available, and I've set up a little A3 screen here, 3 page here. What I did was went across the top and changed the column width to 2, column width 2, as you can see, and I went to print and set it up for an A3 page, which gives me the dotted lines around the outside. Cancel. So you can see here the dotted lines define the page, and then I just drew a bit of a frame and a text box, and I've given it the name Landscaping Project. So the next thing I need to do is to get something to put on the drawing. So here I've gone to the mapping software, and there's an aerial view of my house. And what I plan to do is to draw a carport at the front here and a retaining wall across the back leading to a dry creek bed running away from the swimming pool. So the first step is to take a bit of a clip. Now I've placed a snip of the map onto this drawing, and you can see that the block is at an angle, so I'll just square that up a bit. I'll drag the drawing over to the right and then rotate it so that the front boundary is virtually straight up and down. And then I'll take another little snip of that and put it over there. So you can see now that the boundary is straight up and down on the page. Drag it out a bit bigger, and then delete the one that I don't need. And now I'm ready to start editing this drawing. Now Excel's got some very handy drawing tools under Insert Shapes. I'm just going to put a carport here, so I know by scaling from the existing house that the carport's going to be roughly that big. Just about there. That's roughly 6 meters, and I'll just square that up by rotating it a fraction. Oops, that wasn't what I wanted at all. I'll undo whatever happened just then. Click on that again. And there we go. Carport's in place now. I don't like that colour, so I'll give it a different colour, probably something closer to the colour of the roof. Boom. And there it is. That's the carport in place. Now I want to put a retaining wall along here. So again, insert shape. I'm just going to do a line, and I'll initially draw the line roughly where I want it, well, exactly where I want it. I want it from there to there. Now it's not very visible, so I'm going to edit the properties of the line by hitting shape outline. Weight, we'll go to a nice big fat black line, maybe a fraction flatter, yep, and then the colour. We'll change the colour to, let's see, something I can see. That's a good line, good colour. Now I want a bit of a, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. Drag that up a little bit. So that's where my retaining wall is going to go. Now, I've got a few things here I can scale off. I know the dimension of the inside of the fence of the swimming pool. I know the distance there is about 6 meters, so judging off that, that's 612, probably about 15 or 16 meters along there. So I can use that sort of estimate for my calculation of materials. I want to just put in another shape. This time I'm going to put in a curve. So I'll start there. Oh, that's not where I wanted it at all, but let's rotate that thing. Yeah, that's it. Now I'll drag it across. And while I'm at it, I'll just give it a bit of colour, a bit of shape, and a bit of weight so that I can see it. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. It's a little bit on the big side, so let's drag it in. You get the idea. You can start using these drawing tools. Now I want another line, so I'm just going to copy that. Saving to having to continually format things. I'll plonk it there. Spin that around there, and it's that there. And then I want another curve. I rotate that. Oops, get back on there. Where's my? Oh, there it is. Put it over there. And I'd like that to be a bit longer, so I'm going to fiddle around with this, make a longer curve. Oops, undo. Didn't want the background to move, I wanted the curve to move. There, so forth and so on. You get the idea. You can fiddle around a lot and draw the things you want. But that's how I use Excel to draw stuff. And the next step, having drawn what you want, when we've finally drawn what you want, is then working out your quantities and lengths and bills of materials and all that sort of thing, which you can conveniently use this over here. So I'm going to do a retaining wall, so I'm going to need some timber. I'll need 200 by 75 by 3 meters treated pine, and I'll need, if I'm going, so I'm guessing that is 15 meters. I think I said before. Double that, 30 meters. I'm going to need a post every 2 meters, so I'm going to need 16 posts at and 1.5. So I'm going to need going to need 8 of those for posts, and I'm going to need another 4 for the top rails, and then I'm going to need some 200 by 50 3 meters, and I'll need 3 high for my retaining wall, and I will need, I'm going to change that to 12. I'll put my posts to every 1.5 meters, and I'm going to need, so my total number here, I'll take that out, is now 16. And that's just gone hashy, so what I'll do is I'll just merge that. There we go. And our total length was 30, so I'll need 10 times 3, I'll need 30 of those, and I'm going to need some concrete to concrete them in, say 4 bags to a post, and we're doing that's 30 meters divided by 1.5 is 20 posts, 21 posts. 21 times 4 is 42, 84 bags of ready mixed postcrete. And so forth and so on. And what I can do here, if I wanted to, is I could drag that across a little bit and then put our value here for cost over here and put a value for each of those things and work out the project cost. So that's project planning in an Excel spreadsheet.